Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Hello farmers, welcome back to Ravenport. We are on our way to Field 5, the new field that we bought a couple episodes ago at this point, somewhere around there. The canola has just basically turned, just like my truck just did around the corner. Fabulous. I was waiting for the truck to get done plowing the cornfield because we needed to obviously haul some of this canola out. But since last episode, we're working this field pretty much. As you can see, I got the John Deere putting some corn in. After we harvest this corn next time, it's got to be something else because if we pop on down here, let me turn on the hood. We didn't quite, oh, you can't see because it's covered. We didn't get our 1,064,000 liters. We got like 1,040,000. So I'm thinking next time we do the corn, it might be just under 1,000,000 liters, something like that. So we'll have to swap it out, put a different crop into it. Not much time has changed. It's like maybe 2 hours has passed because the only thing I've done since last episode is, harvest this field. We're plowed it, had to lime it as well. We have both stages of fertilization down. Finally, I had to use some slurry that was in our sprayer, but now we're using digestate. Free fertilizer from the BGA because now we're using the BGA again. So it's double fertilized once he gets done. But we're starting the day over here. Let's hop right into our combine. Turn that off. Now I got to remember because, we didn't seed this field. We didn't do it. But it's double fertilized. It doesn't need plowing, it looks like. There's no weeds. So, I mean, it's going to be a perfect harvest, really. The best that we could ask for. So we kind of bought the field this way. We did all the work in it and got paid for it. So, I mean, we did pay $800 and some odd thousand for the field. All right, so let's fold that up. Turn on the header and get to work. Now, the price of canola right now, not the greatest. So more than likely, we'll be storing this until the price gets good. Because right now, I think the best price is like $1,200, and that price I think might be going down. Canola, I have seen 14 to 16 sometimes. I think 16 is the highest I've ever seen it, but that was at the beginning stages. So unfortunately, will I be making money today? Probably not, but we're going to spend some money. If you saw my video, well, technically I put the video out last night, but the auto-loading trailer, we'll be buying that, I do believe. We might be selling some eggs today. The egg prices, there is an egg price I'm looking at. It's above 3,000 and it was rising. So we might just sell those off. I'm going to buy another tanker as well. Just like the water tanker that we have. I need to buy one for slurry / digestate because obviously I want to fertilize this field before we seed it with digestate from the BGA. And instead of taking our implement back and forth, it'd be nice to have the tanker to help us out so we can put the sprayer or spreader on a worker and we can go back and forth with the tanker. Sounds like a plan, doesn't it? And an animal trailer, because I do believe the way the pigs are going, somewhere around midnight, our pig pen will be maxed out at 300. So we're going to start selling some pigs. Probably not, I don't think this episode, it could be, depending on how the work goes and how I edit it out and all that fun stuff. We will see, but it's nice to be over here on Ravenport. We really haven't crossed the river, if you want that little river that runs across here. I mean, we've been over here to do some work for other farmers, but now we're over here working our own field, and this is the biggest field that we now own. So it'll be interesting to see how much canola we get out of this field. I'm hoping a couple trailers. I mean, I would assume easily one trailer. Can I get 2 full trailers? I don't know. But like I said today, for now we are storing it because the price is a suck. So we're not selling it. Luckily we got that silo. But I'm trying to see what one trip around is going to be for a yield on the field, but it's hard to tell because obviously as you make more circles around it, your diameter is getting smaller and smaller. So it'd be nice if we get a really good number on the first time around. So actually I just got done recording Friday's Farmer's Dynasty video, and I kind of brought up another game that will be coming out apparently in 2019. And I figure I'll bring up in this video as well. I don't know how I came across, to be honest with you. It's like, what's this farming game? So there's another farming game. It's kind of like Farmer's Dynasty in a way, but it's called Farm and Fix 2020. So if you watch any of my Farmer's Dynasty videos, it's kind of in the line of that. Not socially in a way, but you can fix buildings. You can, I guess there's 3 fields that you can own at most. And you can also repair your vehicles. And I don't mean like in FS19 that we do here. The video actually shows a guy changing a tire. He has the engine out of the tractor and changing like the radiator, I do believe. So it just says releasing in 2019. But at the end of the video, it does say PC/Steam. So I'm assuming it's going to be PC only. You can check it out on Steam. If you just go to Steam and just type in Farm and Fix 2020. You should be able to find it, and you can watch the video for yourselves. And that's pretty much, I mean, there's a description of basically how the game mechanics works. There's like 10 buildings, I guess, you can fix. Over 1,000 things you can do to the buildings. Same thing to the vehicles. You got like 10 different vehicles, but there's over 1,000 parts you can fix or repair. And not only can you fix and repair your parts, but I guess you can buy at the store new or used parts. So I guess, depending on your money situation. So it sounds kind of interesting. I'll keep my eyes on it. I put it on my wish list and / follow, so I can just kind of keep an eye on what's going on with it. I guess all depends on, the pricing and when it comes out and what's going on. So we'll have to see how it goes. But for you farmers out there that are interested in that kind of thing, I figure I'd let you know, because I don't know when that information kind of got released on Farm and Fix 2020. But it's out there. Like I said, there's no actual release date. They just said coming in 2019. So could be tomorrow, but probably not. But who knows? So we're making good headway in this field. 25,000 liters already, which is good. I'll have to see when I unload the combine for the first time what this field needs. It might need lime, might need to be plowed, might need nothing. So the question is, what do I want to put back in here? I don't want to put any cereal crop, because if I do cereal crop, I can't help myself but do straw swaths, and then I would have to sell the straw, and that's a long ways to bring straw. It's a long ways. But I guess what we could do with the new auto-loading trailer that holds, I think I said 39 bales. Is that right? 39 bales? I mean, I could buy like a baler and bale it, and that trailer is going to hold a lot more straw than our loading wagon would. We can go sell it that way. So maybe we could do that. Sounds kind of interesting, although I'd have to buy, like I said, we'd have to rebuy a baler once again. We had a baler to start the series, we sold it. But we might get into baling once again. I'll have to put my thinking cap on. My thinking cap is always on. My thinking cap never shuts off. Doesn't mean I'm thinking good things or bad things. Sometimes it's stupid things. Most of the time, it's the latter. Alright, so 2 trips around the field. And our harvester is half full. I mean, obviously we're going to get one trailer, which is 90,000 liters out of this field. We'll just keep harvesting until we find out. So I can probably make 2 more trips around the field before our harvester is somewhat full. Then we'll unload into the trailer. We'll see what the field stats say, what it needs. But I'll bring it back after I make 2 more laps. Well, actually, I only made it 1 more time around. I guess when I looked down quickly and just saw like a 3 at the beginning number. I'm like, oh, we're half full. It must have been almost getting ready to get over to 40,000 liters because I made it 1 time around. I'm at 50,000 liters. So I don't know if I can... I may make it around 1 more time. I may not, but we'll just go ahead. We'll grab the truck and trailer. We'll unload it. Should be no traffic coming down this way, right? No, they turn there and go up. Yeah, okay. So while that is filling up, we'll turn the engine off. We're in field 5. Well, there you have it. It does not need lime, does not need to be plowed. So once the John Deere gets done, we'll come over and park him, but we'll grab the New Holland and we'll grab our sprayer and we'll fertilize the field. And that way we don't have to worry about the field fertilizing after we plant it. The one thing we will have to keep track of is the weeds. Wonderful, wonderful weeds. Speaking of which, I probably should... I haven't checked in a while. I know these fields up here are fine. Nope, these fields down here are fine as well. I'm noticing like this grass field that we did. I want to jinx myself. We haven't got weeds in it. Not once since I've expanded that field. Our other fields we have. I don't know. I don't know. I just farm and go to do whatever the PDA kind of tells me what the field needs. That's what I do. I'm just a farm manager. So if you also happen to miss the last episode, what the heck's wrong with you? But I was sort of talking about, we've been talking to the owner of this farm, because we're not the owner. Like I just said, we are just a farm manager. That's what we started with. So the money that you see is not ours. So when we go to our new map, and in a little while, probably, well, whenever it is, I'm going to say whenever it is, we can't take all the money and what the farm has to offer us. So I've been talking to the farm owner, and I've been asking about how we're going to get paid, because we haven't got paid yet. So it was just this in-game morning that I talked to him, so he's going to get back to me in the next in-game day to let me know roughly kind of the way he feels like he thinks he should pay me. He does know that I'm looking to leave and maybe start my own farm. He's been very grateful for what I've done for him over here. He has another farm on Felsburn. I hear he's doing well over there. So we'll have to wait and see what he comes back with us tomorrow for an offer. We'll have to see if we can accept it or whatnot. And it all depends. He's talking about getting another farm manager, and maybe I kind of show him the ropes around here for a while. And I kind of told him, well, if that's the case, then it's going to cost him a little bit extra, because, you know, if any of you ever in real life ever trained someone to work someplace, it seems like it's more of a hassle sometimes than trying to do your own job. It's like you got to do your job twice. You don't realize how big this field is, and I've said this before working over here when I've been doing contracts. I'm like, oh, this field 5, it's not that big compared to, you know, field 7 or cornfield or whatever. Then you come over here and work, and then you realize this field is bigger than I thought, which is good for us now because we own it. Of course, I keep saying we. I mean, the farm owner owns it, so. But I'll just keep saying we, since I'm in charge over here. Anywho, I'm going to make some more laps around here. Maybe I'll bring it back when we're just about wrapping up the field, and we'll see how much we got for a yield on this field. Hopefully over 100,000. And it looks like we're going to end up with somewhere around 120,000 liters off this field. Which, as you can imagine, that means our trailer is full, which is 90,000 liters. And of course, the 30,000 liters that we're approaching in the combine itself. So that is a pretty good haul of canola. And I think I've decided that we are going to plant oats in this field. Not for the horses. We're just going to straight up sell it. And we are going to make some straw bales. I think I just remembered when I was doing the field. I haven't checked on it yet. But I believe in the mod pack I got from Stevie off his Facebook page that I think his baler, his bales are 8,000 liters, which would make it a lot easier to transport all that straw. So let's turn off the header. Yeah, just shy of 120,000 liters, so that is a darn nice haul of canola out of this field that we did not plant. But then again, you know, we did pay $820,000 for the field, so now let's make the combine jump up in the air a little bit when I hook up the header. Always love that. We can bring this right back the way it is, and we can unload this into the silo. Let me just double check the price of the canola. Yeah, so the best price is right here at $12.88, which is it's on the low end of average, I would say, or on the low end of the high price, because I mean you saw a lot of $800 and $900 ones there as well. The John Deere has finished seeding over here. So I'm going to go empty this into the silo, park up the combine for now. I got to bring the truck over, empty that in the silo. I got to grab the New Holland, put the sprayer on the back of that. I'm going to bring that over to field 5. And then I'm going to grab the truck, head on down to the store, and that's where I see you right now. And here we are at Carlo's Reliable Motors. We're actually going to be buying two things. Animals right on down here to this tanker here. $4,000 for the paint job. Ouch. Brown color because this is our tanker for slurry / digestate. So yeah, $4,000 for the color. Yeah, we'll buy it. Okay. And then also for the animals, animal transport here, right on down here. Now this does not do horses, but it does sheep, cows, and pigs. And yes, 84 pigs, which is very nice. Now the only thing we can change the rim color. I mean, well, let's go that color. It's $300. Sure, why not? That looks good. Why not? Yeah, there we go. Okay, thank you. So there's $150,000 is spent. Yeah, 147.3 is what we just spent. Good thing we don't have a loan anymore, right? So the New Holland is at field 5 waiting. That tank is full. But we're going to come here, hook this guy right up. And now we're off to the BGA to get some digestate. And here we are at the BGA. I still got 443,000 liters. So basically it's just the same as 17. For every 2 liters that you sell at the BGA when it comes to silage, you get 1 liter of digestate. Now I don't know if it comes to sell manure and slurry if it's the same thing. I would assume it is, but you know, we're assuming. But we should be able to hold 55,000 liters in this tanker. There we go. Our sprayer holds 30,000. So I think we should have enough digestate over at field 5, maybe to do the whole field. I don't know. But what we're going to do is I'm going to do one headland around the entire field, and then I'm going to set them off on a worker. and then we'll be doing the transporting back and forth of the digestate if it needs it. So I still got to bring the John Deere over and maybe get him start sowing some oats. That sounds weird, sowing some oats. Yeah, so we're going to do some oats in this field, and yeah, that's going to be sold. We're not saving for the horses, and hopefully when we do the field, the straw price is good as well. So we might be buying some more equipment today as well. I got to buy the auto-loading trailer, and I got to look into that baler as well. If I got the cash for all that, I don't know. That's pretty much going to run us dry, I think. Alright, turn this on, and like I said, I want to do one headland around to help give this guy some room. Because turning one of these things around when you got this much of a width on it, it can get stuck on, well, just about anything. Just about anything. And even though this machine works almost, 50% faster and uses 50% less digestate or slurry, whatever you're using, we're going to go through it quite fast. Definitely got to get a headland done because I'm so close to those telephone poles across the street just when I turn around. Now obviously a worker is going to turn around a little bit different, but if we give them a little bit of room on the field to do it, shouldn't be an issue. The question is going to become, can I make it one time around the field before I run empty? Well, it looks like I'm just barely going to make it around the field once. So, no, I'm not going to have enough digestate over here to do the entire field. I may be making a couple runs, which is fine. That's perfectly fine. Let's turn that off. Kind of get this machine lined up to where we need it to be. Now I realize I can set this off in a worker and they can take the slurry from the cows and the pigs. But really, I don't want to use that because I could sell that at the BGA, the slurry. So I'll get money for the slurry, plus I'll get digestate in return. I should anyways. Let me bring up the HUD because this is the first time I transferred from tank to tank in 19. So I'm going to assume it's the same way as 17, but, you know, might be different controls or whatever. Alright, so I'm going to unload into him, correct? Yes, okay. So we're going to fill him up, set him off on a worker. What I'll probably do is, while he's working, I'm just going to go and refill anyways. Because I don't have enough to fill him twice. Well, close. Maybe, yeah, maybe I'll wait. Because to fill him up twice is 60,000. I got 55, so it's almost a full tank. So might as well save my fuel, fill him up. So the first time he's gone over, what I'll do is I'll bring the John Deere over. He can start working the field and start sowing some oats into it. Put him here. Turn off the HUD. We don't really need that because I know it's H to hire worker. And hopefully he doesn't get stuck anywhere doing so. Let's come over and grab the John Deere. I'm assuming I have enough seed and fertilizer to do this. Not canola. Oats. Perfect. So I'm going to assume I got enough, so we're just going to go on over, set this guy off on a worker, spend some more cash, because that's the way I roll. Just keep spending cash. And we'll let these guys get to it. And it looks like I'm keeping an eye on our worker down there to see how he's doing. It looks like he's doing just fine. All right. And I'm going to have to move the truck anyways. There we go. 100% fertilized, growing oats, owned by me. Well, technically it's owned by the farm owner, but that's not in the storyline in the game. I'll park across the street here. So while those guys are working, what we got to see is, if I go into baling technology, oh, right here. Both of our mods should be in here, correct? No? Yes? No? Alright, so here's the baler by Stevie. So 16 miles an hour compared to 12. So it's 4 miles an hour faster. But the biggest thing is it's 8,000 liters per bale. So that's the big thing. Where was I here? And the other thing we need to look at is, if I can find it, auto load equipment. Oh, okay. So he moved the mod. I was like, I thought the trailer, the auto loading trailer was in the baling technology, but he got his own, he made it his own little category. So it's right here. The auto loader. So it's 55,000. So we got just enough cash to do all of that. The rim color, we seem to be going with this color there. Kind of a metal. Actually, we're doing like a grayish color. Standard or wide tires. $600. I'm always going to go wide tires. Looks like we just bought some more equipment. So we did. And we might as well just go in because since we're already doing the oats, we need the baler, right? So baling technology. The mod by Stevie. So it's only 95,000. We can change the color. I mean, that's the color of straw, but it's not the color of... what color are we not using a lot of? I mean, it's kind of hard here. I don't like that color too much. Or that one. We do orange. We do yellow. Crimson. We don't do much of crimson. Sure, why not? Let's go there. Capacity. Well, we don't want 4,000. We want 8,000. So we're going to buy that as well. So now we're down to $23,000. It's all fine. It's all fine. Right? Because we don't have a loan. But and we got money sitting everywhere, really. And these things are going to help out the farm. Hopefully the owner knows that. So we're going to hop in here. Actually, this guy's getting along kind of pretty darn good. Kind of pretty darn good. Now there's a term. If you look at it, I think we're like halfway done with the field. So maybe we can get away with this much digestate. So as long as I do a headlet on this field, this worker seems fine. But this field, I think it's the only way I can really get a worker going. It's going to be hard to get a worker like starting this corner because he's probably going to go up like this. And then you'll probably do this field and have to restart. And this field, this side's a little wonky. This is not a straight line, so I could do course play and it probably would figure out the field. But since I got this corner here, that's the way I want to do it for now anyways. And he is going to run out. I was hoping he'd get to the end and run out, but close enough. All right, sir, can you back up kind of straight enough? All right, you stay there. I mean, where's he going to go, right? We're coming, sir. So we'll top him off. I'll go back to the BGA anyways, and might as well fill up the tank, because this tank is just for digestate, really. That's all it's for. Maybe one of these days we'll have tankers that I can unload when I want to. So like our water tanker has water. Now I'm not going to use a water tanker to move digestate, then use it for water and milk. But kind of like in 17 on the Pacific Northwest where we had those tankers that would unload. It was very nice. Alright, so I'm going to top this guy off. Well, not top it off. We're going to unload it and get him mostly filled. Set him off on a worker. I'm going to go back to the BGA, top off this tank. And we'll see how far. I'm hoping he gets done with the field with the tank that he's got. We shall find out very shortly. Well, the John Deere seeding The New Holland is fertilizing. The truck is ready to bring slurry over. It's still at the PGA. I didn't want to bring the truck all the way there to find out that I didn't need to bring it over there, so I'm going to wait to find out. Meanwhile, we're in the Case tractor. We're coming over here to grab the fertilizer spreader. And I need to get these fields fertilized over here. So back right on up. I don't know how much fertilizer is in this thing. Hopefully it's enough. Oh yeah, that should be more than enough. I do need to probably top it off next time I'm up by those fields over there, which we may not need that much more fertilizer, only because we're using digestate now. So go ahead, turn this on, and we will fertilize our cotton field. And eventually I will probably hire a worker for him to do it over at the chicken farm, or actually I'll probably just do that, but I'll be doing that off camera. That's a job that takes like about a minute and a half, really. But right now I'm just waiting to see if the New Holland has enough digestate in it to finish the field. Obviously the John Deere, hopefully it's got enough seed and fertilizer. If not, we know where to refill it. It's not going to be too far. It should be enough, I would think. But then again, it's the first time I really seeded that field. I want to say maybe I'd done it before under a contract, but I don't remember. Drive through a tree. Can't see a darn thing because of my camera angle. Oh, it doesn't look like the entire field has hit the growth stage. So I quickly looked and I saw the different shade of green. I'm like, oh, this is ready for it to be fertilized. Well, the whole field is not quite ready. Well, we'll get done this last row here. Not last row, but we'll get this section done, and we'll just have to wait. The only problem, I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to have to do this section that is actually growing, because if I wait for that other the other part of the field to hit the extra growth stage, this section will hit the second growth stage, and if I drive over, I'll ruin the crop. So I definitely got to fertilize this. And probably got to do the same thing at the chicken farm. Tank is empty. So I guess that kind of answered my question there. So I'll have to go help him out in a bit. Once I get this section of the field done. You almost want to bet that it's like one little sliver that he just couldn't get done. That would be my guess. Well, I was hoping with that $300,000 we had in the bank account that maybe in the next day, if we sold some stuff, I might be able to buy another field. Now that I spent on all this equipment that we just bought. Alright, so how far did he get is the question. Like I'm going to worry about that little bit right there. Looks like their weeds have came in. Nope, nope. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about this little section right here. Not at all. I think that's good enough. So I want to fold this up, bring it back. I will top off the tank with digestate because we got more than enough of it. And we're going to get more in the next day because we're going to sell some more silage. Now, one thing we know with the silage, once it's ready, we can sell it to BGA because it's always going to be $360 per 1,000. And we get free fertilizer with it. Yep, weeds are growing. But we do have 120,000 liters of canola sitting in the silo. I do plan on selling that. I'm not saving it for the pigs at all. And yes, I'm driving across my field even though we just seeded it. It's fine. It's fine. It's all good. Top this off, park it up. I'm going to let that John Deere finish what he's doing. I'm going to go down, hop back into the case, head on over to the chicken farm, and I'm going to finish fertilizing those fields there, or start fertilizing them. But I was checking on earlier the egg prices. So that price was pretty much peaked out, I guess, because it stopped right there. So we're going to hold on the eggs for a little bit longer. Hopefully we get a great demand for that. The wool price kind of sucks. The cotton price is not bad, but it's not. We've seen it at 2600. We're just waiting for the canola price. Yeah, that price is going down, so I'll have to see what those prices do. Oats, you can see the oat prices are not too bad. So yeah, we'll be harvesting that in a couple days when that gets all taken care of in field number 5. And of course, in about, I don't know, 12 hours. Yeah, it's 12% done. 12 hours or so. This will be fermented, so this will probably all sold the next in-game day. So we'll get like $360,000 in a couple days from this. But as for today and right now, that's going to do it for today, guys. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. I appreciate you watching as always, and I'll see you next time in Ravenport. But until then, have a good one.